I'm creating a new one because I've never played this game before, so that'll be fun. Aw, is that me? Is it gonna be me? It's gonna be me, isn't it? Ooh, it's
Are
treasure
you
map.
awake? I
What?
thought I heard you get up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Huh?
Yeah, a bit. Usually get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know, it seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams
Is
of
this
my life.
this is from the
I
game,
saw a
right?
fox on a snowy mountain,
Oh.
just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense.
Okay,
A
put
lot's
away the
happened the past
hearts. I
couple
don't need
days,
that
that's all.
to be affecting you guys.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
There we go. Hopefully it's not blasting your guys' eardrums, because I know it was blasting mine, but I can't fix that for me. So for you guys, at least, I'm going to turn it down so you're not getting your ears blasted off by the audio of the game. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Let's see. So I figured out how to run around. You can jump. You can... I don't know how to do much else. Oh, I can toggle between. Okay, so shift toggles between my running ability and my walking ability. No, I would assume I should probably go that way, but at the same time, I see a valley down here. Oh, can I not? Oh, it's blocking me! It will not let me go! Because, oh. How close can I get without falling? Oh, that's about it. Okay, never mind. I guess I can't just randomly jump them and cliff and see what happens. Don't know why my mind auto passed to that, but, yeah. It does. It's like, what randomness can I have come about? Oh, there's a log in our path. Lovely. But I can't go backwards, so hopefully we can... Wait. I can double jump? What? I can double jump! Oh, neat. Ooh, where does that go? This one looks smaller. Let's explore this way first. We go up? I feel like we can go up here. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I am a running. Oh, that doesn't look like it leads anywhere. I'm almost gonna bet I get blocked off and won't be allowed to move up that very steep hill, which I mean, that's kind of fair, because yeah, it's a pretty steep hill. Or mountain, I should say. It's a mountain. Why does that look like it's glowing in the distance? What is that? That looks like it's glowing to me. Oh, people were here. Oh no, humans. What remnants of humans? Like the male human that was talking? Did he come to this mountain before? We're not gonna go that way. I doubt it wants us to go that way. I wonder where we're supposed to go. I mean, it probably is just like straight ahead or something, but I am the type who unfortunately likes to explore. Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys like to explore, but I like to explore. Like, I like to go all around places of... It really doesn't normally need me to go. Ooh, there's mist over this way. Off we go, our little Foxy. Oh, okay, so more human artifacts. So one way was the chairs, and this way is the table. In a bundle. And a tent? Oh, a tent. Somebody's left their tent. How dare they? That is littering, sir. Sir. Sir, all of this, well, I mean, the table I understand, but the chairs over there, this pack, this tent, that's littering, sir. How dare you litter? Alright, let's continue on. Now, the other mountain we couldn't climb, but this one's not nearly as steep, so we'll just see if there's anywhere we can go this way. No, not really. Okay, so we have to continue on that path forward, but if we hadn't checked out the sides, we wouldn't have known that there's human remnants of their garbage. Who knows? We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and maybe they were fleeing in terror because the snow started falling. We're like, we gotta get the heck out of here! I don't know if that was the case or not, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I can jump out of thin air. That's adorable. I wonder if there's a spot in this game where I'll actually have to, like, walk. Because running to get around is so much easier. Running through. I don't know where. We're in a mountain. That's all I know. A mountainy home. Wilderness. It looks pretty barren right now, though.
She had to find her other 2 children.
What?
So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient.
I have
something
kids?
with answers.
Oh, where are my kids? I have babies in this game? I'm not always good when I have babies in games. Like, I've played a couple survival animal simulators where you do have children in. Well, I mean, the games are...
high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs.
My cubs?
Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Wait, the land's trying to tell... But should I focus on... Oh... But I need to find my kids, but then there's also clues of where he was. Is that what he's telling me? There's a bird overhead. What's over here? I see something. Okay. First of all, sir, do you have a child? Or is this is what you like to play with? Wait, broken vases? What's that about? Broken vases. Wait, nope. Well, we'll go to this one first. There's a light over this way and then that way. Give me a quick sec. I'm just gonna check that the game audio isn't too much for you guys. Oh no, I limited it so it's at a perfect volume. Awesome. Wait, was I just seeing the sun? I thought there was a sparkly on top of this. Oh, there is. I'll go back that way in a minute. I need to go over this way and get the sparklies. I see something. Why is this children's tables here, though? Okay, so that could signify when they were in school or something. But again, why is that here? Oh. Sir? What? How much stuff did you need to bring to entertain yourself at the mountains? Like, how did you get this here? Oh, shit. There we go. Give it. No, I don't want to be on top. There we go. Yeah! So far, this is really pretty, though. This one's like mega big. Why is it so big? Did I get... It's a hole? E?
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my
toy
life was
boat?
around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me. So I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it.
Want it?
I said it was a joke gift my friends had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
I don't know if I'm supposed to like catch these or what. Be my substitute child. Get back here. I'll take care of you. Possibly. I might also eat you. Alright, where was I supposed to go? Alright, this way. Okay, so the big columns of light probably reveal more story then. They're more important. Is that tree up there? That's tree up there. Ooh, more story! More story!
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
Ooh, it's a train.
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
So steep. So steep. Let me up. There we go. Oh, look at. Oh, is that a car? Camper? What is that? Looks like... It almost looks like some, like... I don't know. It looks like heavy duty. That's not good. Why did you leave your car here? Oh, I need to go that way? Gosh darn it. That means I need to go back and get that one that's, in the road that I missed so far. But I didn't want to interrupt the story. I'll get about that in a minute. I gotta go. Wait. Do I have to go both ways? I'll get these three just in case. But then there's some over that way. How many of these do I need to find my children? Oh, right. As I was saying before, so I've played simulation games where you're supposed to, like, attempt to keep as many of your children alive as you can. And, like, they're set up to make you lose at least a few or possibly all of them, depending on how it goes. And, I mean, there were times where I kept my children, most of them, alive. But, I'm not guaranteeing I kept all of them alive. Wait, why is it getting dark? No. Wait! Is that a new area? I didn't get them all, though. No, let me back, let me go back. How do I go back? No! Oh, I wasn't ready. I didn't get all the story. Darn it! I don't... But I don't wanna continue on. I wanted to keep exploring the landscape. You didn't tell me I'd be going into a new territory or new season, or maybe it's time-based, I don't know. Oh, I guess that means I do need to hurry and actually focus on getting them if it is time-based, because I need to find my children, otherwise they're probably gonna die. Well, my experience with past games tell me they would die if I don't find all the stuff out that I need to.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom, so I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
Oh, damn it.
I think being an adult means
that's
there's
a
no
huge
one to
fault.
stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
Wait, I got this one before though. Do I have to get them like all completely in order? Wait, didn't I get it? Did I not? Oh, I'm not ready. Alright. No. Oh, damn it. Fudge. It's hard to judge. I'm not the best at jumping things. Jumping mechanics. Yes, there we go. Try it one more time. I don't know, I have this bad feeling that the number of stars I get is going to determine whether I even find my children or not. There we go. Okay, I just had to follow it through. Ooh, there's story. What's this? A hat? I mean, I can assume that flew away from you, maybe. Oh, a table. Wait. Oh, is that his parents?
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they'd come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us send a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Oh, it's getting dark again. It's purple! Oh. What was that? Why were the butterflies purple? Wait, what's this? Oh. Interesting. There was a police car over there, and I was gonna make wee woo sounds, but then it... Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Do I need that to fly higher? I don't... Sir. Sir. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know how to double jump, but I don't know what the flowers... I don't know how to... Hold on. Damn it. It doesn't show me... I was gonna say, maybe it show me the control of what the flowers is. Oh, I'm not tall enough. But flowers. Flowers plus double jump. But do they respawn? Oh, they do. Okay. Come here, little flowers. I hope you're not time-based. There we go. Alright, let's try this. Yep. Oh, it does! It boosts your jump! Cool! Yeah, there we go. Yes. It's a waterfall! That's so pretty. Oh, there's so many twinkles! Yay! Oh, I'm high up. Do I go higher up? Do I go lower? Anything over here? Better check for safety. Oh, there's one over there. You know, if these are truly my children, how the heck are they wandering so far? And especially with the change of seasons, like, wouldn't they be old enough to fend for themselves by now? Or just plain dead? Like, right? 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 Okay, can I jump down? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that safe. I see butterflies. Where are you? Is there a ledge? No. No ledge. No easy way for me. I mean, I could probably jump down and maybe be okay, but I probably am gonna miss out on some lights I'm supposed to see. Oh. Hold on. we'll follow this because there might be more on here that I haven't seen of the little twinkle lights. And I would hate to miss that by jumping down just to realize it later. That would be so. There is more! Oh, I'm right. Oh, fireworks. Who the heck is determined enough that they're going to climb all the way up that ridge? Like, I'm a fox. This is like easy stuff for a fox, but a human? I mean, I could definitely see some humans doing that just for fun, but holy heck! To get here of all things, like it's there's the only way up would be over there, and that would be pretty steep for a human. All right, can I? Oh, did not mean to do that. Oh no, there we go. Ah, wait, do I have to do that to get out? Oh. Wait, no, there was a light on the other side. I need that. No, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. No, 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 no. Oh, no. I think I might be stuck on this side now because I accidentally leapt down and there was more story on the other side and I missed it. Oh, no. This don't feel good. Let me go. Let me go. Oh, hold on. This is green, right? Please don't. No. Oh, yes! I did it. Oh, thank goodness. It's over here, right? I feel like I missed something over here. Will this kill me? We're gonna find out! Ooh! Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Wait. Was there nothing back here? Did I do that all for naught? Did I panic for nothing? I panicked for nothing! There's nothing over here, it's just the beginning. Well, I'll just get back to where we were, won't we? Okay, well, I feel like that kind of makes up for how I kind of skipped some in the beginning. Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, right, I gotta get the butterflies again. Come here, little purple butterflies. Yeah, let me up, let me up, let me up. There we go. They're so pretty. Purples are friends. Wow, that's a powerful jump. Oh, there we go. Give it. Alright. Now we can explore this new, beautiful area. So many butterflies. What are they all doing around here? Alright, let's start in the corner. Because I know there's that one over there. Come here, little memory.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in,
The truck's over
and sure
there.
enough, it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, make this right, to himself, more than to me.
Oh no. Can I get up there so I can see the truck? I want to see it in more detail. What if there's stuff up there? What if I'm supposed to be up here? What if I belong? Oh. What if I use this as a ramp? Yes. Maybe with the butterflies? We'll try it. Come here, little butterflies. There we go. There they are. There they are. Yes. I'm hoping it'll give me enough boost to get over there, but I honestly don't know. But we're gonna try. Because why else would it be ramped like this? Like, I can't see any other way of being... Oh. I'll make sure I do this right. Gotta give it the best go. Oh, no. No, best go, not good. Not good enough. I tried. It hurts. Because I really wanted to get up there, but... just isn't meant to be, I guess. Not for my skill level, at least. Wait. What's in the water? You know, that is an awfully large... Hold on, let me get back. That is an awfully large water... I can't even see it all. But that is a huge, humongo waterfall. So, why is it that tiny? Unless there's like a lake behind it, in which case I understand, but... it's just very sus. Like, that water's gotta be going... there's either gotta be a gaping hole, in which case... okay, I can understand why it would only have a small amount of water around it. Or there's... I mean, there's rocks there, so maybe it's all like filtering into some underground cave or lake on the other side. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I bet that's the next area, so we're not going there yet. Barbershop. I mean, at this point, I just got to say, like, dude, I know you want to reminisce, but do you really need to leave your stuff out here in the middle of the mountains for no reason at all? Eh? Make sense? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's see where this is supposed to take us. Oh. I'm scared. Where is this supposed to take me? Am I supposed to go into the waterfall? Oh, there's nothing here. Okay, so there's... Wait, hold on. There is water on the other side, but it also looks like a desolate wasteland. Can I get closer? Can I get more into the matrix? Let me go. I don't even see where this is supposed to be jumped into. Let me be here. Yes. Nope. Let me see into the fabric of... Oh, there's floating trees and, there's definitely a bunch of water over there. Far more than there is over here. I feel like that should, like... With the volume of that water, that should, like, hurt or something. Something. Oh, is that gonna let me go into the other area? Wait, I never figured out. What was that butterfly for, though? Yeah, I don't know. Is there, like, some secret up there? I better double check. I didn't think about that. Let me into the fray. Oh, right, I can't see up that high. Darn it. I don't see anything. No, I don't see anything at all. So I think it's a trap. It's a lie. All a lie. Alright, well, oh, I need the butterflies. I am dumb sometimes. I knew that too, I did, I swear. I did know that at some point, and then my brain forgot it by the time I got over there, and then I was like, oh, My brain likes to do that. Nice relaxing music though. Yes. Come, my little triple friends. You shall help me get over this wall. Wait, hold on. That wall's like taller. Do I need two? Can I get two of them at once? I was gonna say, cause that wall looks taller than over here, and if I can't even get over there. I can collect more. Wait. Right? Yeah, I have more butterflies. Oh my gosh. Can I get up here now? I didn't know I could collect more than one butterfly. That's kind of cool though. That is neat. Okay, okay. There we go. Let's try it now. Oh, no, it only uses it for one. Still can't get up there. Thought I was onto something, but no. But wait, so how am I gonna... How am I supposed to get over that wall? Do I have to collect all three? But how do I jump without using it? Because even if I can't jump to that one. I could like run off it, but I can't collect it. I don't think. Yeah, no, that definitely won't work. Yeah. Damn it! Let me go. I got stuck. Alright, well, we'll try grabbing these two and, Oh wait, I need to jump to get on there. No! Alright, well, we'll grab this one, then we'll grab the other one. But I don't need to jump to get the other one. There we go. Come back, my little friends. I need your help. I need your assistance, please. There we go.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. and I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers.
I need 3. Oh,
I
how do
had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
how do I gather 3 without? Oh, I have an idea. So I could get the first one. I got this. Okay. So I can't get these 2 and then get that one because it requires jumping. But technically, that rock in the distance doesn't require jumping so long as I go over the rock that's on top of it, right? So hopefully by doing that, I should then be able to get over that and that. We'll see though, because who knows? Oh gosh. Alright, here we come. We gotta get this one first. Oh, why does it require so much jumping? There we go, there's one. There's 2. And we're almost there, almost to the 3rd one. Yay. Oh, shit. Why did I do that? No! No! Why do I have to be big dum-dum sometimes? No, okay. Well, it's all good. We'll try again. Maybe just, come on, let me go. Alright, there's one. It's just, the brain part of me is like, I like to jump around. But now I'm just trying to keep my finger off the trigger so I don't accidentally do it. Because we don't want that. Oh, let me up. Okay. Okay. Alright. Here? There we go. So first thing we're gonna, rather than leaving immediately, I want to see if we can finally get up this. Because that's about the same distance. But I'm gonna use that ramp because I think that'll give us just a little bit of a bigger chance of getting up. Alright, let's try it this way. And oh, that's too far away. What? Is that taller than over there? I think it might be. I don't think we're meant to be over there. Unless we try from over here. Well, what have we got to lose? Just a little bit of time, right? Alright, on to get the butterflies a second time. Come on, let me go. There we go. And here's number 2. We're almost... There's a part of my brain that's like, I want to try it. And at the same time, I'm just like, probably wasting my time. And yours. We'll leave it. It's not that important. And I've already failed so many times. I'm just like, it's fine. It's not that. I mean, it can't be worse than me accidentally leaving the starter area, right? Right? How I completely made it switch seasons by doing that? I mean, that was pretty bad. I thought I could run back, but no. It didn't want to. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Oh, but I need it. There we go. I got it. I wasn't sure how that'd work out, but I'm so happy it did. Ooh, it's a rock. Let me down. Ooh, sparkle. Oh right, wasn't I originally collecting those to help find my children? Like, it's changed seasons. Like, if they're still babies, that is, and then they're on their own. Like, that doesn't make sense.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier.
Drawing
I wanted to
is pretty
create
nice.
instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years.
It's a big
I
field.
put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me.
I feel so free. Are those
Why
geysers?
did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
Wait. Am I just in your dreams? Is that how this is working out? Is that why I keep seeing your garbage everywhere? Are you telling me I'm a figment of your imagination? Oh, why did the grass stop? Why is it sus? That's sus. What happened to my nice field? Ugh. Wait, weren't these? Okay, no, but it still has its steam or whatever it is. I want to know where it's coming from. Is it a cavern? Is there just an underground cavern? Oh no 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 no! Oh, where was it? I didn't go inside though. I didn't leap in there. I swear. Why does it do this to me? Ah, okay, we'll move on. Ooh. But there's a tree, tree. Nah, I'll go this way. Okay, let's see. What is this? Is that like a old nasty futon with a rusted couple cans? Oh, that did not sound good. Ew. Ugh. I mean, it's one thing to expect that from the ground, but you got some mold growing on up in there. Like, ew. Wait, where is this? Oh, what is that? Is that a rock? Am I going this part just... Please tell me that it's a rock. Oh, they're like blueprints. What are they trying to build? Wait. There's something up there, but there's that big tree over that way. That's a twinkle I see. Ooh. We're gonna get this twinkle and then we'll check out the major tree where it looked like there was light from before. Okay. Yes. That was there. Ah! I almost forgot to double jump there. Okay, okay, there we go. Okay. But, I want to know. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. No! It wouldn't let me double jump. Okay, we'll try this again. Because I'm curious to see where that goes. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, almost there. Make sure there's nothing. No, we're good. Oh, oh no. I almost ran off that ledge. We don't want that. We don't want. Oh! Is this a trap? This feels like a trap. What do I do with it? Oh, follow it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just gotta follow it. Awesome. I don't know what it means, but I'm hoping it's good. Does it mean I'll find a lost kid or something? Ooh, there's stuff. Yes. Yo, that really should hurt. But at the same time, it's convenient for me that it does not. It's the tent! Wait, is this back to the beginning? Oh, wait. This wasn't here before. This is not the beginning. This is another tent and a sleeping bag. Okay. Okay, making my way. Oh right, I forgot about the initial tree I was supposed to check out. Oh no. Will I be able to find my way back? That texture is different. Like there's a... I should probably go get it. But at the same time... No. It's not gonna change on me when I mean, hopefully. Not, I mean, unless it's just trickery that it's there, because if it changed, I wouldn't be able to get it, right? Is that a buried house? Who does that? But why? Who does that? Why would you do that?
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused.
Oh.
I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk. And I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards.
Oh.
What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
So he said that there was a brown bear that lived? Or something near them? Ooh. More blueprints. Does that mean there's gonna be a brown bear somewhere in the game? Like... I can only run this fast. So... That would mean I would be in danger. I don't think I'll be able to outrun a brown bear. That sounds dangerous. Oh, hello. I was just hopping on the rocks because I felt like it, but there's actually... Let me... Come on. Please. Let me... There we go. He's like, let me up here. No! Alright, we got this. There we go. Oh, I had to hold my breath. Not intentionally, it just happened. I'm like, my brain was like, oh no, oh no, no. It does that sometimes. Ooh, they're shiny, but there's also that over here. Let's get this one first. Nice and calming. No brown bears in sight yet. I hope I don't. Oh, 50. We've collected 55 of those already? Holy heck. There's a hot spring! Wait, never mind. I lied. I completely. But there is one of those special little stones.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree.
Wait.
Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
I thought I already got the one up there. Didn't I? Pretty sure I did. We'll go check on it just to be safe. Like, I'm pretty sure I got the one out there. Unless it just gives me the ones in the distance automatically, but I don't see the others showing up. Why are you making noise? Why are you glowing? I already got your thing. You have nothing. I took your power. I took it. Oh, no, okay. It must just show them to me then, because that's the other one. And maybe there's another one this way? Uh-oh. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. That's not good. Sorry, guys. use them all. Okay. Let's follow the path. Oh wait, did the path just lead right to them? I mean, that would make sense. And I'm just, you know, doing my own thing. La-da-da-da. Okay, so the second one we got was actually the one that came from the middle. Oh, I see, I see. We're going, and we're going. We are almost there. I wonder what story this one will have for us. Story time!
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
There should be another rock around here. Ooh, is that the special rock? That gives me the glowies, that light during the day. And I tap them and I get them. Wait. I think hopefully this is a ram. It looks like a ram. Alright, up we go, up we go. Yes, we're almost there. There's glows. Is it one of the dance? Oh, it's just a story. That's not like the stone though. Alright, start time.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountains.
No trespassers.
And we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
Because it's torn
I
apart
doubt
in
you're
your
the only
imagination.
adult to have looked back and asked that question.
It's a radio. Boop, boop. Aw, it won't let me boop it. There's a rock. Can I go around this rock? What is... Oh, it's like... Nope, nope. Definitely cannot go around the rock. Gotta go around this way. Oh, there we go. There's more lights. Oh, there's a split. Okay. Well, this lead me to the rock I need to find. The special rock that holds the glowing light. Yep, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, I wasn't sure I'd make that. I almost overjumped it. Is that all that's in this section? Do I have to go back now to the other side? Yeah, that looks like all that's here. Alright. Time to turn around. Now to follow the other path, 'cause we can, 'cause we can. With the little Foxy feet. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. There's 2 paths here, too. This one looks tinier. There's a beautiful bush. Yes. Bush. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything that way. I can go on the rock. I can go on the rock, yay. Ooh. Wait. That... But I want that. I'll come back. I'll come back for the bigger thing in a minute. Unless it, like, cuts me off, in which case I'm gonna be really sad. Give me. Alright, let's go get the bigger thing. Because it doesn't look like there's anything else there, but I don't want to tread too far in fear that it'll try to transition me to somewhere else without having the important bits that I need. Back to the big rock, rock, big rock, rock, big rock, rock. I think? Yeah. I don't know, it looks black to me. Although it's some, I don't know, it's got subtle tones. That looks like a big leap though. Oh, there must be like butterflies or something hiding. Like there's no way I can normally make that leap. Oh. Hello? Ooh. What is this? There's a secret passage for me! Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, there's... Oh! It was a trick! There's nothing important up there. Well, I mean, there could be, but... There we go. Oh. It's underground! Come here, little shiny rock. I want you. Hold on, let me get up. Let me stand on this rock too. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, does that sound like the thorny branches from earlier on Twining almost? It kind of does sound like that, yeah. Okay. Yep. Can I... Let me out. There we go. Wait, is there still... I'm pretty sure that was the glow that I was seeing, right? I'm pretty sure. Alright, go around. Let me out. Well, it certainly wasn't on this side. Alright, let's try the other side. Oh wait, no, that just leads me to the same thing. Okay, so it probably wasn't based off sound. I probably just need to leave this cavern altogether. Oh, I didn't actually inspect to see what was around this way. So we'll do that now that I've gotten it. Oh, there's a hole, and it's sparkly. It's fine. Ooh, okay. This leads back out. Awesome. Yeah, so the branches were by the second special rock that we found. So hopefully over there, those tangled branches will no longer be intertwined and blocking my way. How far away was it? I don't remember, but we'll get there. I'm running my little fox legs as fast as I can. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, eventually. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, no, 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 don't get stuck. There we go. Just keep running your little legs. We will get there eventually. I mean, it's so far away, but it sounded like it was so close in the game. But then again, I mean, considering the size that it was, and if it was truly like folding back into the ground, then yeah, it would cause a hefty little see, there it is, it's crumbled. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I must get yeah, it's fine. Oh, that looks sus. Very sus. Yeah, let me get it. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's big. Is that a bear? What?
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel.
Oh, that's sad.
I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Well, that does answer the question of no, he doesn't have children yet. That's my baby. Aww. That wolf killed my baby, didn't they? See, I told you, these games always like to kill off your babies. Like, I didn't even think there were any babies in this game, and it just... They gave me a dead one! But, is that a wolf or a bear? No, it looks like a wolf from over here. I don't want to go up to it. I'm scared. It ate my child. Oh. I wasn't expecting it to run away. I don't want to go off into the gaping mist. Why kill my child if you're not even going to eat it? It was too little to do anything. It wasn't hurt. Like, it wasn't gonna hurt you. It's too tiny. Might have wanted to play, cause they dum-dums too. Oh. Also, why would you lead from this? I mean, I guess we don't get fall damage, but still. Coming after you. Ah, I didn't know there were stars there. Okay, so I have to... I only have one chance to get each of these. Fudge. Why? Why though? Took my child from me, but why? He was a poor little child. My little kid. There's a hole. I'm coming after you. I don't know where you went, but I'm coming after you in this very creepy green misty. Oh, I don't want to be here. But for my child, I'll come after you. Shouldn't I be focusing on finding my other child? But then again, maybe that wolf has it. Killed off one, maybe took another for a snack, who knows? But then again, didn't even eat the last one. Such a waste. Okay, there's nothing behind me. We're good. I was checking to make sure we weren't accidentally leaving anything, but I didn't think we were, but I like to check sometimes. Aww. They took my baby. They took my baby. That makes me sad. So the human guy, he had his father die, and I had my child die. How does that make any sense? Are we both filling out one another spiritually because we both lost someone dear to us? Is that what this is? Is that why that human's invading my mind and I'm invading their dreams? Oh, there's finally a glint of light. There's something. Ain't seeing much else down here. It's kind of murky. Colors are a little bit paler, not as bright and vibrant. Which seems fitting.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore.
Aw, that's so
Good night.
sad. I just lost my child. Is there anything over on this side? I don't think there would be, but we'll check up here real quick. You never know, there might be. Can't believe they gave me a child at the beginning of the game. Told me it was lost just to kill it off. I almost wonder if I collected more stars if I would have had a better chance at... Can I go over there? Can I? I almost wonder if I would have had a better chance of, like, maybe finding it alive or something. But probably not. I don't know. Who knows? I might have to look that up later, though, because it does make me curious. Oh, we're going into a new area. Kind of had a feeling we would be soon, because we were in that area for quite a while. Holy crap, we have broken the realm. Excuse?
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this.
Aww.
I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
What is that? What is that? What is it? Please tell me it's my child. Please tell me it's my other child. Do I get one? Do I get one, please? Please, please, please. I want it. I want it. I see its tail wagging. Wait, is it a deer? But I don't want a deer.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Is she the deer? She must be the deer. Well, maybe I'm...
I think we both have always loved animals. And for me, that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more, I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
She's giving us her life story. Sweet.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
What'd she find in the shed? Oh, it's a bike.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling.
Oh, he
the
locked
wind
it up
rushing
there.
by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
Interesting.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen.
I
It's
was
like
walking
having the
on the
home I
ocean.
always wanted is cursed out of
heck?
my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
Aww.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
That's so sweet. Oh, there's deer everywhere, but how does that help me? Can I steal one of their children? You want to be my child? Be my child? Yes? No? I have a feeling... Is he gonna get mad? Oh, he's huge! Oh, he don't care. Neither does Mom. There's something wrong here. None of them care that a carnivore is in their little flock. Yes, I am one of you. Yes, I am completely and utterly look like you, feel like you, smell like you. Actually, to be fair, do the children run? I wonder. Okay, children run for me, but the adults just don't give a crap. Good to know. You're laying down. What is going on here? Yep. Yep. I mean, it looks pretty peaceful here. But... I don't know, this many deer in one area though, that's like asking for some danger. Like, how spoiled do all of these creatures have to be that they don't even give a crap that there's a fox around here? I mean, I'm glad you're not attacking me, but that's dangerous for your kids. And I would know, because mine died. Yeah. Yeah, alright, we'll continue on. We got this. But no, I mean, it sounds like from the perspective of the guy and the girl, they both went through some really harsh things throughout their lifetime. And yeah, those build up and you gotta recover from them and take the time to care for yourself, care for your partner, help them through it. I mean, that's what a partnership's all about, helping one another throughout life. It's beautiful the way people can connect with one another, either romantically or not romantically. Friendships, lovers, family, all relationships really. Except bullies. Bullies are not counted in that. You also don't have a really personal relationship there. If anything, it's more unfortunate if that ever does happen. Oh, yes. Ah! Sorry. Oh, I almost thought I was going back down to the bottom, but I'm like, no, my brain doesn't want that. Very magical place down there, but not somewhere we want to be sticking though. We have lives to live and maybe another kit to find? I don't know. Then there was also that wolf, or I mean what looked like a wolf. Alright, scene change. Let's see what it gives us this time. Oh man. Oh, it's Rainy White!
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree.
Would it
She was
though?
almost there.
Would
The
it
rain
though?
cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
How do I get over there? Can I jump onto there? Because I feel like if I miss it, I'm going to like really, really. No. Okay. Oh, I was in a divot. I was almost not there. Oh my god. It almost got me. Please tell me I can have at least one child survive. It's getting to my feels. Like, I want at least one. Okay. And see, if I had accidentally fallen, I would have missed all of these and I would have been sad. Oh, there we go. 100 stars. I got an achievement. I didn't get them all, but I got an achievement. I must have collected at least a decent amount, right? Okay, any other ledges? Yes, there it is, right here. Now we gotta make sure we don't miss any. Okay. What about down here? Is that the same distance as over here? Do I need to be over there for any reason at all? I would be able to, even if I wanted to. Alright. We'll just circle back here real quick, make sure we didn't miss any. Nope. Okay. Off we go! I mean, I collected 100 stars. That's worth giving me at least one living child, right? And they told me the tree was protected. Is it lying to me? I don't know. I hope it's not lying to me, because I'm going to be devastated if it takes my other child away from me. That'd be so mean. There we go. Although it's raining, so that almost makes me think there's going to be bad news. And I'm really hoping there's not. Can I go back up? Oh, I can, yep. There's something important up there. More story! Aw. But you got all the rain and stuff, so I don't know if it's gonna be any good news.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast, then got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture. And he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
More barren over there. There's a house that way. I'm almost... I feel like oh, it's snowing again. What about this way? Is there anything this way? No. No, there doesn't seem to be anything over here. Okay, good. Alright, back on track. There's a pillar of light. But yeah, no. When it comes to college, I mean, it's definitely hard work. Like, it's normal. Completely normal to feel lost. You don't have to always know everything you're doing. Like, there's also no problem with, like, taking your time to think out and think through what you plan on doing.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day, he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
Let me, I want to see it. I got so close though. Look how good I did. Let me in. Well, I don't know if you're meant to be able to come up here, but I did. But this is as close as I can get. Nice. Can I? No, it's gonna force me back down, isn't it? Alright, back we go. Oh, there's a sparkly there. Give me the lights. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to me like the father was trying to get out of his responsibilities to the company because he was just too distraught at the loss that happened within his company. Not because of, you know, company, but because, like, that was an actual person. That affected their entire existence and life. And, yeah, that's tough, like, to realize, oh, that responsibility does weigh down on you. Because if it weren't for you and your company, they wouldn't have been in that position to be in danger in the first place. Fortunately, yeah, unfortunately, sometimes problems happen. Life is life. Life is dangerous. We're all existing somehow. But, I mean, there's plenty of people that they run into trouble and poof, they're gone. It's just the way life is. The sweet comes with the bitter as well. Can't have the sweet without the bitter when it comes to life. Okay, I'm guessing that must have been his home or something. I've yet to see this great tree. I'm not sure what this great tree is. That apparently my kit's at. My lonely female child. But if she's a female, she can help repopulate the population in the future, because I have not encountered a single fox. Although, I mean, that does beg the question. I mean, I had to end up knocked up somehow, right? To have these two couple children. Well, maybe, unless I really am a figment of this person's imagination, in which case, not necessarily. Ooh. Oh, it's a hospital bed. Is that like from the accident? Wait. Okay. Adjusting. There we go. I forgot where the lights were. Oh wait, no, we're going the right way. I think. Hope so. There's a spot up there I could go onto. That might be too high though. Yeah, there's plenty of lights this way. We'll go this way because I think we're supposed to go there earlier, but we hadn't made our way over here yet. Ooh, story time? Story time!
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
I saw twinkles in the distance. How did I miss those before? Those are kind of close to the lumber. I mean, I was kind of busy climbing that mountain and then kind of like skirt all the way to the outskirts of the... Oh, no, I don't think I'm gonna make that. I hope... Okay, hopefully there's some other way to get around, because I don't think I can jump on there. Okay, there is. Good. Let me up. I'll climb you the same way I climbed that mountain. With my jumps. Here we go. Did that say I had 115? Nice. Wonder how many in total there are around the game. I know I missed some in the burst area, that's for sure. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. I mean, I can actually. I can totally believe I did that, but that's okay. Wait. Oh, it's an ambulance. Oh, okay. So this all revolves around like the accident and stuff, and the father's untimely health problems. There we go. Yes. Alright, back up we go. Actually, you know what? I just realized I don't know if there's a way to get up there. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. If I can squeeze my way up and go around, this will be a lot quicker than having to go around the right side of it, all of that. Oh, there we go. Haha! I did it. Wait. Please don't fade in and out. I feel like I'm supposed to go the other way, but I also want to grab these. But I also want to like look over that ledge because I'm me and I'm curious if this goes anywhere. Oh no, it won't let me jump that way. Okay, cool. Just little fox running around in the rain. Ew. That would mean my fur would get all wet. Ew, that's... no. Wet fur, 1. I probably wouldn't smell good. 2. I don't know, thick fur... I mean, hopefully I have some natural oils in my pelt to keep me nice and, not feeling disgusting. Alright, we can continue onward. Is this the great tree? It's the great tree! It must be! Do I finally get to reunite with my child? I feel like I've been away from them forever. I mean, basically since before the game even began, right? Please be alive. Please be alive. Please be alive. Please. It's looking kind of big. Oh! It did it again! That wolf killed my other child. I knew it. see. Hope we are able to see a better existence than this cruel. Let's see. That sounds good. I will miss you, my little ones. I hope you are able to have a better existence in this cruel place we call. No, that doesn't flow right. You to rest. Now that you are no longer never exist on this plane called no, that's too long. That you are no longer. No, it's no that now that you no longer have to exist on this plane called Earth. Alright. That sounds good. I'll miss you, my little ones. I hope you are able to rest now that you no longer have to exist on this plane called Earth. Continue. So sad. That made me tear up.
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea.
My journey's
It's only
over
a
too.
dream.
I was absorbed. I was absorbed by the
Distraction
tree.
from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I
That's
suppose.
right.
But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye.
Oh, they're going to his
I
funeral.
have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Ah, where's it going now? Well, I guess if I stopped existing, I get to be with my babies, right? Right? I mean, I was kind of absorbed by the tree, and the tree decided it was going to deliver my message. But maybe it was going to deliver the message via me. $6 months later? What? 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 6 months? I'm alive? Could have swore I was absorbed by the tree. Oh, no, 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 no. This looks like a horror scene. This. Oh, I don't want. I'm not. I didn't sign up for this game to be playing like horror game. Like this gives. Oh, oh, oh! I'm playing as the guy. This still gives me horror vibes. Like, look at that. Those deer and that desolate scenery. Like, there's bags everywhere. There's the wind howling. It's dark. Oh. Why? What is... Oh, we just moved here? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Wish I could turn the turning sensitivity down just slightly. Am I going to do anything here? Oh, okay. Couldn't even really see that, but okay. Hmm. Can I, what am I doing? Am I going outside? Oh, I can, but I don't want to. I don't know what's out there. Oh, we'll go in there in a minute. I want to see what's in this room. Ooh, it's a bathroom with 2 sinks. Oh, I don't like the way this place. I don't like the way the house is howling. Like, why? Oh God. Oh, this is Wait, are there even like actual windows in this? Like, that just looks like wood that needs to have windows set up still. Is that why the doors are closed? I don't like the vibes this place is giving me. What is this? More stuff to unpack? Okay, okay. I mean, did they buy a fixer-upper because they needed to save some money or something? I mean, I could understand that. This is pretty big kitchen. Do I use any of these? This place looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere. What a good way to... What is that? Actually, no. Do I have any? I don't have any like flashlights or anything. Why am I just wandering around this house in the dark? This is the living room. Okay, okay. This looks nice and comfy, right? Yeah. Got some light. Okay. Ooh, okay, we'll continue onward. Oh gosh. Oh, I have to go outside. Why? There's like nothing here. It's like a swing. Why am I going outside? There's am I going over here? Excuse you? Excuse you? Why did you automatically open? Isn't there a door to... No. Sport it up. Where am I going? Am I supposed to get out of here? Like, why did this open up? Can I get on that side of the car? No? No? Why did they park it so... How did they get out of that car? Like... How? Just how? Is there anything else around this house that I need to know of? No? No? No, we're okay so far. Where'd this door go? I don't... Sure sounds windy here. Oh, but that is a beautiful scenery. That is really beautiful, but... You notice something? Like, I don't see any other houses out here, like... This is pretty far out in the middle of nowhere. Like, if I didn't know this wasn't a horror game, I would be thinking horror game. Because it's giving me those vibes. It is definitely... Can I run? I can run! Where am I going, though? I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, there's a tent! It's... Oh. That's not good, right? Oh, that's just an owl. Never mind. Okay. Oh, I don't actually have to keep... Huh? Can I crouch? Me? I cannot crouch. I feel like I should take that for safety. I want this. Please give me this. Give. Damn it. There's fireflies! How pretty! Can I go this way? I cannot. Okay. Does not want me to go that way, so that's, well, pretty, not the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, I don't have to go towards that. I mean, I know it's just an owl, but this has gotta be dangerous territory, like, up in the mountains on your own with nothing here. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What is this? What is this? What is this? There's a car. Oh, there's way in. Okay. Oh. What? But why? Is that me? Like, is that wind sounds, or is that like the heartbeat? Like, that's a weird sound. I'm getting out of here. No. Mm-mm. Okay. We're moving on. I don't, it's not that important. Ow. Let me go. Where am I going? It's definitely quieter. Can I be magic and jump down the hill? No, it won't let me. It's understandable. Yeah, it won't let me over there at all. Okay. Interesting. Let's try to make our way back to the house then, I guess, since there's nowhere else for us to go that way. Wait, was there? Because that's there. What if I can continue down this way? Oh, maybe? Well, then again, this is how we got to... Oh, wait, no, there's a fence here, so... Can I jump over the fence? Can I cross the fence? No, that's probably keeping me... Ah, let me go. Let me go. Let me... Where am I? Right. Go back toward this, then take a little to the right. Alright! Back on track. Time to go home. Oh, nope. Or get stuck on rocks. That's understandable. There's the tent, so this way should be home. But what am I doing up in the... Oh, there's a pretty scene over there. There's like clouds and stuff. So this is where the pretty scenery is. Okay. And then I guess we can go check out the moving van. Am I like not able to sleep, therefore I'm gonna move stuff in the house? Eh? Oh, it's so dark in there. Nope, those are not an option. Alright, I guess we're gonna like go down the road. The road somehow that's available for us to even be up here. Maybe? It's that way. Holy shite! Holy crap! That's a long way to fall. This is a very interesting location for, can I... Oh, but it wouldn't... I mean, there was that axe back there. Could I use that axe to do what I want to break? Can I jump over this? What am I supposed to do? Let me be free. Oh, it won't even let me be. No trespassing. Right? No trespassers. That's what it says. Okay. It doesn't look like I'm supposed to be able to do anything with it. Am I supposed to wake up the wife? Can I look at it from this angle? No. Alright, back to the house. See if I can, wake up the wife or something. Oh. Why is it telling me to go to the tent? No, I cannot. Okay, well, I'll go back to the tent then. Thank you very much for letting me know where I'm supposed to head, because I could have swore I was already over there, but I didn't see anything. I mean, there was an axe there. I wanted to grab it. Tent. I found, wait. I can click on the tent. Oh. Why? Oh, is that part of his past? What was that? Oh, oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Can I have this? Please, 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 please. I want protection. I want protection. Okay. I guess I'll just, go without it. Oh, he's going that way. Oh, I can go down here now. Wait. something his dad carved in there for him? Is it? Oh, the feels though. Wait, she's got 3 pups? 3 kits? A new generation? Probably. Or it's their spirits, although I don't think it spoke of them having 3. But I'm just gonna imagine that the carving of that was probably something his dad did for him before he passed or something. Kind of like how we left our kits a message. His dad left him a message. That's so sweet. My feels. That was a decent game. I don't feel like there's too much replayability unless like you like miss a lot of the stars or feel like getting all of them or just like getting all the achievements, but I mean overall, I mean that was a decent game. Definitely got to my feels a couple times there. I got an achievement. Fund of mystery. Submit your statement to the first tree to an online moderated database. It may appear random. Oh! It appears randomly to other players. So, like, the message I got was from someone random. Probably. Not a guarantee, but probably. But I don't think it would fit well with being at the tree because it's not going to seem like the dad's message. So I could possibly see her playing it just to give someone else like a message that fits, like if the dad left it. Yeah. I'll leave my message. Alright, well. That's the game wrapped up. Actually, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. I mean, it did take... Wait. Was that right? I was expecting the game to take a bit longer. So it was actually relatively short. I mean, considering we finished it in less than 2.5 hours almost. But still, that was a pretty game.